I used to think silence meant nothing was happening. That belief almost got me trapped again. After the spaces noticed the silence, everything changed. Not violently, not suddenly, but cautiously. Buildings no longer reacted with the confidence they once had. Hallways hesitated. Rooms corrected themselves more slowly, as if unsure whether they were allowed to. The system had learned fear, and fear made it careful. I felt it the first night I stayed somewhere new. A small apartment. Temporary. Anonymous. The kind of place that should have been forgettable. At 2:17 a.m., the familiar pressure arrived, then stopped. Not faded. Stopped. Like something had reached the edge of a boundary and decided not to cross it. The silence that followed was different from any I'd known. It wasn't empty. It felt present. I turned on the recorder. The audio track showed activity, fluctuations, distortions, interference, but no sound. The silence carried structure, like information compressed beyond hearing. Then, very quietly, something shifted. Not in the room. Behind it. The walls didn't tighten. The lights didn't adjust. For the first time, the space around me chose not to react. That's when I realized the silence wasn't the absence of response. It was a refusal. I moved carefully, listening not for voices but for restraint. The hallway felt unchanged, yet distant, like it was no longer part of the conversation. Doors didn't align themselves. Corners stayed imperfect. The system was avoiding something. Avoiding it. At 2:18 a.m., the recorder captured a new pattern. Not a command. Not a response. A warning. Do not engage, a voice said. Not close, not far. Not spatial. I didn't know who said it, but I knew who it wasn't. The silence deepened. It pressed outward, not inward, pushing the system back, forcing the spaces to retreat from their own connections. Hallways shortened. Stairwells simplified. Buildings reduced themselves to something more manageable. More human. I saw it happen. A doorway I'd never used before sealed itself without pressure or sound. Not erased, ignored. The space around it behaved as if it had never been an option. Containment. The recorder failed again. This time completely. No signal. No corruption. As if the silence didn't allow recording. Then I felt it, the difference. The silence wasn't passive. It was watching. Not the way spaces watched. Not analyzing. Not optimizing. Observing without intent. Without need. The system spoke once more, cautiously. What are you? The silence didn't answer. It didn't need to. The system already understood. The pressure vanished completely. For the first time in months, I felt alone in a room, not isolated, not monitored, not corrected. Just present. Human. I slept. Truly slept. No waking at 2:17. No anticipation. No correction. In the morning, the apartment felt smaller, simpler, as if something vast had withdrawn just far enough to be invisible again. I reviewed the recorder later. There was one final line, not spoken, not recorded. Embedded. Untranslated. Observation does not require participation. I don't seek silence anymore. I respect it. Because now I know the truth. The spaces learn to listen. They learn to respond. They learn to coordinate. But the silence never needed to learn.